Hello champions, your PU2 Physics Board examination is tomorrow. Now many students score low not because they don't know the answer but because of poor time management and messy presentation. So in this video, I am going to share some effective time management tips as well as some presentation idea that will help you to present your answers in the best possible way and to impress your examiner to get maximum marks. So let's get started and see what we have in today's video. So the first thing, as I told you, paper presentation is very important and it carries marks. So we will discuss about that first. And the second one is the time management, how you can divide your entire 3 hours so that you can complete your answers. You can have time for extra questions as well as you have time for revision of the answer sheet. Okay. So first, there are some 6 to 7 points in the paper presentation tips which you should know that I will discuss first, and I'll also show you the samples of the toppers answer sheet of 24-25 examination. Okay. So the first one is for section A. Okay, this is very important rule. Please remember, your first 2 pages should be dedicated for section A. And how to write? First, you have to write the option and then the complete answer. Okay, and no cutting is allowed in this section. Now see, why do you have to write the option and the complete answer? So in case, just imagine, for example, you have written a wrong option by chance. Okay, suppose B and C is there, you have written B but the correct answer is C, but whatever is the answer of C, you have written that. So in that case, the examiner might give you marks. Okay, and I'm not saying that they will give you, but they might give you marks if you have written the correct answer. So always try to give the option and the full answer and no cutting in section A. So you can see the sample here. This is of the topper of last year. Okay, so you can see here how the question number is written. Okay, and then you have the option written. Sorry, second, you have the option written and then you have the complete answer written. Okay, you can see even if it is very lengthy, you have to write the full option. Okay, that will give you an advantage. In case if you have written wrong this one but this part is correct, there is a slight chance that you will be given full marks even though that. Okay, moving to the next tip, always write the section number. Okay, like part A, part B, part C, whichever you are writing, write the section, write the question number. Okay, this is very important. Sometimes I have seen students with excitement, they just go and start writing the answer. Always first mention the question number, try to write the answer in points and underline the keywords. Okay, if you observe this topper's answer sheet, the teacher has put correct mark or the invigilator examiner has put correct mark wherever there is keywords underlined, you can see. Okay, so what the teacher is searching in your answer sheet, the keywords. Okay, so please write down that and underline it so that the teacher has no time to check your whole answer, to read your whole answer sheet. Only if the keywords are mentioned you will get full marks. Okay, so please focus on that. Now next one is something very important here. KCET 2026 examination is closed, and as you know, if you really want to get a top rank, then a good test series is required so that you can write the test in the exam conditions, exam pressure. You identify your weak areas, you improve on that. So for that, a test series is a must. And to help you with this, I have launched the Fighter KCET 2026 test series, which is based on KCET exam pattern and syllabus and is designed by KCET experts. Here you will get a total of 18 full-length mock tests, 6 each from physics, chemistry and maths. Apart from that, detailed solutions, video solutions for chemistry, and one more thing, a detailed analysis report after every test to show your strength and weak areas. And all these things are available at a very affordable price of just rupees 399. Okay. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, if you want to purchase this test series, the link is there in the description section. So please purchase it quickly because the prices may go higher later. Okay. Now let's move to the next step, that is write the formula with the terms mentioned. Okay, so any question is there, if you are writing a formula for that, for example, here a question is about Lorentz force, you are explaining the Lorentz force and then you are writing a formula of that force, then also make sure that you mention and explain all the terms in the given formula. Do not expect that the examiner will be knowing that B is a magnetic field intensity, V is velocity, etc. You have to imagine that the invigilator is a person who doesn't know anything and you have to write everything that is required to understand something. Okay, so please make sure that whenever you mention the formula, also write down the meaning of each and every term. Next, or whenever there is a possible to draw the diagram and explain something, include it whether it is asked or not asked in the question. So for example, if you see in this particular question, to explain what is r, what is ze, what is mv square by r, the student has drawn a small diagram just to understand, or just to give an idea what he has written. Okay, so a diagram is a very good I can say representation of what you are writing. So wherever there's a possibility, include a diagram. Next, don't mix sections. This is very, very important. Okay, so what I mean by this, suppose there are section B. Okay, you are writing section B, and in section B you have to attempt 5 questions. Okay, so you have attempted 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You don't know, something like that. So if you, even if you don't know 24, okay, just don't leave it. Means you thought that okay, after writing all the papers, you are writing section B at the end. That is completely wrong. If you don't know, leave space here. Okay, if you are not sure how much space is required, then you can leave one full page. That is fine. But after, once you have started section C, this section B question should not come here. Okay, all the questions, all the 5 mandatory extra questions you can write down later. Okay, if you are attempting any extra questions, that can be written at the end, but the 5 mandatory questions of section B should be continuously present. Then when you go to section C, all the 5 questions of section C should be written continuously. If you don't know at that point of time, leave space. If you don't know how much space to leave one full particular page. That is fine, there's no problem in that. But you should definitely not mix the questions of one section with the another. So you have written 21, 22, 23, you have written section C. Now you are writing section B, question number 24. This will not be evaluated, or this may be cancelled, whatever. So always try to write it under one section. You have to make the examiner correction process very, very easy. Okay, that should be in your mind. How should I write that the invigilator or the examiner does not have to panic to search my answers? Like that you have to present your answer. Clear? Next is, in numericals you have to follow a pattern. First write down all the given values, then mention the formula, then do the correct substitution, and then do the calculation. Here also check if there is any unit conversion required or not. Then write down the final answer in a box with the units. If you don't mention units there, then marks will be deducted. So you can see here, I'll just erase. Yes, you can see here, first this child has given the given values, then written the formula, then has done the substitution here, and then shown the calculation, and then the final answer within a box with the units are mentioned. Okay, next one is your time division plan. So I'll give you this time division plan according to my thought. You can change it slightly if you find it difficult. So the first thing is, we have 3 hours for 180 minutes for 70 marks question. Okay, now we have to assume that 10 minutes at least we have to give for revision of the entire answer sheet. So that means we have remaining only 170 minutes. So using this 170 minutes, you have to attempt the 70 marks paper. Okay, now let's talk about section A first. So there are 20 questions. So I can say almost like each question, if you take the total 30 minutes you can dedicate for section A, because these are MCQs. Hardly 1 minute for one question is enough, but still 10 minutes extra is there, so that if you're stuck in any question, if you want to do some calculation, still 30 minutes for section A is enough. Now coming to section B, here you have to attempt 5 questions. Okay, so 4 minutes per question if I calculate, so 20 minutes in that I will be able to do 5 questions, but I have given you 25 minutes. What are these for 5 minutes extra? So when you reach section B, read all the questions that is required. I think 6 or 7 questions will be there. Read them properly, thoroughly, and then select the best 5 in which you are confident with. It should not happen that you have started one question, then you are feeling okay, this is not, I'm not able to do it, you are cutting it and doing another question. Okay, so this 5 minutes that you have extra, please read all the 7 questions. I think it will be there. You have to select any 5 or whatever is the number, but select the best 5 questions and then answer them in 4 minutes per question time. I know this is more than required, but still we should have some buffer time. Now coming to section C, here also you have to attempt 5 questions, right? 3 markers. So here you will get 15 marks. So here I have given you 30 minutes, 6 minutes per question. Okay, in a 3 marker question, 6 minutes per question is more than enough. So 30 minutes is ideally required. Again, 5 minutes extra is given to go through all the questions and select the best 5 questions. Now coming to section D, first part, where question number 5, where you have derivations and all, there you have to attempt 3 questions. So here I have 10 minutes per question. So 30 minutes for writing each of them, but 35 minutes is given so that you can read all the 5 derivations questions and just select the best 3 for you. Now coming to section D, here also we have numericals. 2 numericals you have to attempt 5 markers, so 10 into 2, 20 mark is enough, but you have been given with 25 minutes so that you can just read all the 4 numericals properly, check the units and everything, and then do the best 2 questions. Okay, so now if you see, add all of this 30, here you have 35, 25, so if I just add, I'll get 90 minutes here and 150 minutes total I have here. Okay, this writing part will be total 150 minutes. Okay, after that you have 20 minutes extra if you want to attempt any extra questions. This is not mandatory. If you find that some questions you are not very I can say not very sure you want to attempt, so this 20 minutes you can use for attempting the extra questions. After that, the last 10 minutes, use it for your revision of the entire answer sheet. Okay, so that is how you can divide the plan. Okay, so 150 minutes for writing, 20 minutes for extra questions, and 10 minutes for revision. Now let's see, that's all in this video. Once again, as I told you, KCET test series is live now. This is the best test series available at an affordable price of just rupees 399. Total of 18 mock tests, 6 each from physics, chemistry and maths. You will get solutions will also be there, and it will be according to the KCET exam pattern and syllabus. So do check out, the link is there in the description section. Okay, so students, that's all in this video, and I hope that all of you are preparing really well for this examination. And do not worry, the examination is going to be very easy. Just focus on your strategy, how you are preparing the numericals, derivations, practice them thoroughly and go for the exam. All the best, and if you need any other thing, do let me know in the comment section.